just outside of downtown to where in 10 minutes you could walk anywhere. There's 2-3 parks, the grocery store was right across the street. The bank was right across from the grocery store. It was just, and if you can walk there in 10 minutes, why drive?
Right.
It'd probably take you longer dealing with traffic and stop signs to drive than to just walk. It's great, 10 minutes in any direction.
Where was it?
This is out in a little town in Virginia called Big Stone Gap. A coal mining town. Well, a little bit bigger than a coal mining town. There's a little town called Appalachias right down the road. It was a little coal mining town. I don't know how that town survives, really. It looked like, when you would drive through there, it looked like it was probably thriving at one point. But now it's a lot of empty storefront buildings, and yeah, people are struggling there. It's all coal miners there. Coal miners and farmers, tobacco farmers. It's nice. My folks live out there. We moved out there from Florida my senior year in high school, my last year in school, and we moved to Virginia. So, it's all right. It's nice out there.
The state of presidents.
Yes, that's right. I liked it out there. I mean, it's beautiful, the mountains and stuff, but there's just no work. It's hard to make it there. The cost of living is lower, mind you. When we were paying $4.15 here for gas, there 2 months ago or whatever, my mom was paying $3.60. You know what I mean? We're paying, four and a quarter almost. It is nice. My mom hates it that we moved. So I've got a brother and two sisters, two stepsisters. My oldest stepsister doesn't have any kids. She's not married. Both me and my brother and my other sister, we're all married, have kids. And so my mom was so excited. She's got a bunch of grandkids. She's got 4 grandkids, all girls, no boys. But none of us live in Virginia, and it kills her. My brother lives up in Philadelphia. My sister with her 2 daughters, they live down in Florida. We live out here. So,
well, you're the only one.
We're the closest.
In this town, like you. It's even close to being like you. You're an unusual person around here.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah.
What makes you say that?
Well, just your whole family is like from a different gene pool and everything, you know. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Well, I like to think we're good people.
Cool,
we're pretty well-rounded. We've had, we've had opportunities to get out of the small towns, and experience other places and other people, and we're pretty well-rounded. We sure are. I like to think we are anyway. We try. You got to be good people. What's the point of, life's hard enough. You got to make it harder by being just hateful and jerks to people. And, like I said, I was trying to teach Bella, as far as about sharing and stuff like that. Sharing is good and life is easier for everybody. If you share, one person helping the other. Life's way, way easier that way. Oh, I moved upwind, blowing right in your face.
That's not bothering me. You're about done anyway.
Yeah. I try and be polite with my cigarette smoking, and not everybody smokes. I'm not gonna. I have some common decency. Anyway. I was gonna say earlier too when I was talking about the restaurant business. When we moved out here, I was shocked for this. I mean, it's a small town, bigger than the town we moved from in Virginia, but I couldn't believe how many restaurants there are here. Little town, and there's just so many restaurants.
That's about all there is to do in this
it's
town,
crazy.
I guess.
And that's, I work down here at Backroads, and same restaurant I worked at last time when we were here before. My wife worked at Tumbleweed. She worked at Tumbleweed, actually, and then when Bella was born, she took the 3 months off, after she was born to recover, and she went back to work after that. But after about 3 months, we were like, let's, my mother-in-law was taking care of Bella all the time. We were both working, so neither one of us were home. We're like, this is not what we want to do. And so I picked up a second job. I picked up a job at Tumbleweed too, and I worked both places, so at least I could stay at home and raise Bella. And it's worked out well. And Bella, she starts preschool this year up here at the Head Start, so at least she'll probably go back to work part-time. And It's what we've been waiting for. It's been tough, but like I said, I think it'll pay off.
I think they're going to move the Head Start
Are they?
to over there behind the Dairy Queen.
Oh, is that what they're building there?
Yeah.
Because we see, that's where, when we lived out here before, that's where we lived in those apartments. Well, we didn't live back up in there. We lived in the very first set. I can't remember what it's Aston. No, I want to say Aston.
Close enough.
But it was nice, man. It was I guess the building had burned down
Right,
originally.
I know
They
the one.
rebuilt it.
Yeah.
And so when we moved in,
You got a
we were
brand
the
new
first group.
apartment.
We had brand new plastic on the carpeting. Still was great. It was great. And when we went to leave before, and when I was going down to Houston, and we had seriously weighed the options of what we were going to do. You know, it was like, you know, on the one hand, we wanted to keep the apartment, and Lisa and Bella were going to stay here, and I was going to go to Houston. But then it was like, the way that insurance business works is, when you get started, it usually takes a little bit for the money to start coming in. And so we're like, well, it'd probably be easier if you know, stay with Mom while we're down there. And but in retrospect, and the woman tried to tell us, she's like, you know, just keep your apartment. Just keep it, and you know, that way if you want to come back, you can, you know. She's like, you don't necessarily, nobody has to be in it. She's like, you can keep it, and we decided against it, but I kind of wish we would have.
Well, wouldn't that have cost you some money?